So with irons, you have a couple things to keep in mind. You have your rear post and you have your single front post. Now to properly aim, you need that front post lined up in between the rear post. And you also have to keep in mind, you need to balance it both left and right, but also up and down. So you want it somewhere, you want it to look something like this. And now another thing to think about when shooting irons, typically you're gonna shoot sight focused. So what that means is my target will be blurry and my sights will be clear, particularly your front sight post. I don't know that I'm gonna get just the front sight post to focus here, but more than likely when you start shooting irons, that's what you're gonna be doing, is you're gonna be front sight focused and your target's gonna be blurry, right? So it'll look something like that. So let me go ahead and demonstrate what that'll look like. So that's what that's gonna look like there, right? Now, don't get me wrong, you absolutely can shoot iron target focused, which will look something more like this, right? But that'll come a little bit later once you gain some comfort in shooting your handgun. Right, so there we go. You don't have to be front sight focused, but when you're starting out, it's more than likely what you'll be doing, and you will find it easier. Let's see, we'll take some shots over there. Irons. If you're shooting a red dot on your handgun, you're going to be looking at something more along the lines of this. Now, with the red dot, I no longer need to worry about my irons. They're still there. This slide has suppressor height iron sight, but I'm not concerned with what they're doing. All I'm worried about is that dot. Now, mind you, with a red dot, there are a couple things. For instance, your red dot needs to be sighted in, right? You have to zero your red dot. But once you get your red dot zeroed where you like it, the only thing you have to be paying attention to is where that dot is at on your target. And so long as you give it a good trigger pull, your bullet will go there. So just in that alone, the red dot is definitely more efficient. Something to keep in mind with the red dot that I can't really portray for you here is when shooting a red dot, it allows you to maintain target focus. So here as I'm presenting, I have full view of the target, right? I can see every aspect of it and still be precise. I can't necessarily demonstrate that here, but I will show you what it looks like to shoot through the red dot. All right, nice. We'll take some shots over there as well. All right, dot.